Bought an Optoisolator. This one was weird because it had, in the schematic, it had two diodes in it. One LED that's sending the light and another photo receiver. And I'm guessing I might have fried it out because I was putting a 9 volt battery through it and wasn't thinking. And we know that I know that this one in particular, this one is a NTE 3092 from Fry's Electronics, and it's current driven, and it only takes it's only supposed to take 25 milliamps max on the receiving side. And I believe I was driving this 9 volt battery. There was no resistor in it, and that was way too much. And I tried doing it with a single AA battery that was only 1.2 volts because this thing has 1.7 volt max. But I think I wasn't getting anything out of it because there was no resistor. So if you have a voltage source and no resistor, you can't drive any current through it. So that's one thing I learned. It did smell when it burned. What I did get working though is I think I picked a good pair of NPE transistors. They're NTE 25s. They have a 1 volt, 1 amp max IC, so current going from the collector to emitter. The problem is right now, if I plug this in and it's in upstate, the thing goes on, and if I move it from positive, see, positive makes the difference. If I move it down, which the Raspberry Pi would send a voltage through, it stops. But what it also does is it freaks out the Raspberry Pi because it grounds to the Raspberry Pi, and I think that's too much voltage or current running through ground on this device. But I can't just run it to the negative end of the battery because that's not ground, that's just negative end. So my issue right now is trying to figure out how to get a proper ground to protect my devices. So somebody anticipate that. Thanks, Corb.